So let's talk about the ultimate guide to starting a side hustle in 2025. But we're going to do it a little bit different than the average video that you're probably watching. If you are, in fact, looking to start a side hustle in 2025, we're going to come at it from a totally different angle that most people are not showing you. Most people will probably show you, go here, click this, do this, and then you can have a side hustle and be making a bazillion dollars in a matter of minutes. But the reality is, there's so much more to it than that. So make sure you watch this video all the way through, get all of the details. And while you're here, also do me a favor, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, hit that bell icon to get notified anytime I put out new content. You, my friend, will be the first to know. Now, without further ado, let's dive in. Hey, my friends, DK here. Welcome to the channel officially. It's great to have you here and watching this video. Now, in most side hustle videos, especially how-to side hustle videos, they're going to tell you, hey, if you want to create a side hustle, go here, pick a product, go here, create an image, go here, create an account, post your product, and then boom, you're making money, and it's just that simple. But most of those people that are going to show you those videos are simply just using it as a bait and switch to get you into their own personal side hustle, which is cool. That's fine. It's what a lot of marketing actually is. But I want to take a different approach in this video, and we're going to talk about two different pathways that you can go down. And I want you to put some very serious thought into which one of these pathways you would like to go down in your side hustle, affiliate marketing, or network marketing journey. Whatever it is that you're going to go do that is hopefully going to generate you money, you need to think about this before you actually go do it. Okay, so let's talk about pathway number one and then pathway number two, and I'm going to do my best to try and remember which side each pathway is on. So I may end up talking out of both sides of my mouth here, and that's likely going to happen because there are going to be similarities between pathway one and pathway two. And then what I would like to know from you is down in the comments, let me know your thought. Which pathway are you currently going down? Which pathway would you like to go down? Maybe which pathway should you have gone down had you started this earlier? Okay, so let's dive in. Pathway number one is simply to make money, which is where, to be honest with you, 90% of people are going to start. That's where I started many, many years ago, and I have been a full-time home-based business owner since about 2017. So it's been a hot minute since I've been creating content and making a full-time income from home online. When I first got started, all I wanted to do was make enough money to pay my bills. And it's that. I wanted to make enough money where I could replace my full-time income from my job, which was in retail sales. So going down pathway number one, making money. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, you want to do whatever you got to do to go make money. Maybe we're not sure what that is or what that looks like or how you're going to do it, but if you're driven enough, you can figure it out. So we're going to talk more about that in a minute. Pathway number two. This is where most side hustle videos don't talk about this particular thing. Okay. If you go down pathway number two, it is a passion project. You are creating a side hustle all around something that brings you so much joy. And I'm going to give you a little bit of an example here on a personal note for me, but you could start that side hustle because it's something that you absolutely love to do. Now, where I talk out of both sides of my mouth is that can also lead to, and you may also want to start that passion project side hustle because it is going to turn into revenue and income. Okay, let's just rip the Band-Aid off there and talk about why we would want to go do that in the first place. Ultimately, yes, to make more money, maybe even turn your passion project into a full-time business gig like many people have done. Okay. So let's talk about the different examples and different reasons and different, understandings of each pathway. Pathway number one, things like, grabbing a digital product, a course, an affiliate platform or an affiliate product or service or whatever it is, or even something like network marketing. You join those things to make money. You may not know a lot about them. You may not know how to market them. The course or product or service or whatever it is that you're going to sell, that you're going to advertise, you might not know anything about, but you're doing it to go make more money. And that is where, again, 90% of people are going to go. They're going to go down that pathway. Now, when you go down realistically either pathway, if you're starting from scratch, especially when you're going down pathway number one, when you're just doing this and you're just in it for the money, you're going to have to learn skill sets and do things that you don't normally do. Let me give you some examples. If you're going to market an affiliate marketing course, or you're going to market a network marketing company or product or service, in order to market those things, you're going to have to do things that you don't normally do, like creating content on social media, posts on Facebook, videos on TikTok, videos on YouTube. In other words, you're going to have to learn skill sets to market these products or services that you most likely don't know, something that you're probably not doing right now, and skills that you're going to need to learn. If you want to make the money, if you want to generate the leads and sales, you're going to have to learn and perform certain skill sets. So I hope that makes sense. Now, over here in pathway number two, if you start a passion project, like let's say hypothetically, you really love golfing, like this guy. If you really love golfing, and I happen to live in the golf capital of the world, in Myrtle Beach, where there's a lot of golf. And if you want to golf, there is no shortage of courses or people to go golf with, period. So it's a pretty cool thing. Now, let's say if you wanted to start a passion project where you wanted to go golf and you wanted to maybe film yourself golfing, you wanted to get people out on the course visually with you and show them and talk about your swings and how you're hitting and why you're hitting and go through your journey as a golfer as you try to go from maybe hitting in the 100s to hitting in the 90s to hitting in the 80s to, improving your game and offering tips and techniques and things that people want to think about that are golfing. And there are millions and millions and millions of golfers all around the world. And that could be a really cool passion project. Or you could have another passion project that is, maybe you really love to bake. And if you want to show people the things that you're baking and what you learn about baking and how one of your favorite things to bake and maybe your top 10 favorite things to bake, and you're taking people through your baking journey and just showing people and teaching people and talking about baking and all of those things in and around baking in the kitchen and everything from running to the store to ingredients to whatever it is. And you could turn that into, again, income based on ad revenue that you would get, especially here on YouTube, from people watching your videos. So it may take a little bit longer with pathway number two and it being a passion project, something that brings you absolute joy doing. The skills, in order to do those things, you will certainly have to learn skills like how to create great thumbnails, how to create great headlines and get people intrigued and interested in the content that you are making. But it's not going to require as much skill sets because you're already passionate about it. And for you to go, in this case, golfing, right? If I were to go jump on the golf course and then have someone film me, it would be so much fun. I would be able to just talk to you or talk to the viewer naturally because I'm in an environment where it brings me a lot of joy and excitement. And it will require less effort than learning different skill sets that I'm very unfamiliar with over in pathway number one. Okay. So these are all things to think about. And same thing with, baking in that specific example over here in pathway number two. If baking brought you a ton of joy and you were in the kitchen and you were baking, you could simply strap on a lapel mic and then start your process and walk people through what you're doing and just do it a little more naturally than completely starting from scratch, having it be all about the money and learning those skills and skill sets required to generate leads and sales online. Now, over here in pathway number two, can you be nervous on camera? Sure. Could you be, not 100% sure the type of content that you want to create or how you want to create it or what's going to be involved with all those things? Sure. There's learning curves in both. Okay. But ultimately, what I want you to really think about here is which pathway is going to work best for you if you're looking to create additional income, if you're looking to start a side hustle or really understand what type of side hustle you want to start, which pathway is going to fit the best for you. Now, real life example here, based on my personal experience, I am actually doing both. I initially started over here, like 90% of people that start a side hustle because they want to make money. This side hustle over here, where I had to learn different skill sets, marketing online, social media marketing, driving paid advertising to your particular offer, network marketing, affiliate marketing, digital products and courses, learning all those things. I have learned so much over the years of what it takes to be successful over here. I've actually done it very, very well to the point where I am making full-time income from home simply in pathway number one, making more money. Okay. And then having that turn into a full-time income. Pathway number two, here's what's really cool. I have certain passions, certain things that I really like and enjoy, certain things that just in life bring me joy, no matter what it is. I like collecting watches. You can see my watch winders in the background there. I like collecting watches. I like reading about watches. I like watching videos about watches. I also really enjoy bourbon. I am a bourbon enthusiast. I like trying new bourbons. I like researching bourbon. I like watching videos about bourbon. That's one of the things that, again, brings me a lot of joy. I also really enjoy golfing. It's one of those things that since being down here in Myrtle Beach, after my wife and I moved down here from Boston, there's no shortage of golf down here. There's golf stores everywhere. There's golf courses everywhere. And when I get out on the course, I just have so much fun. The day before a golf outing, I get excited. You know, I can't wait to get to bed so I can get up in the morning and get ready and get out to the golf course. When I wake up in the morning, I'm excited. Those are things that literally just bring me joy. And because of what I've experienced over here, what I've been able to create in pathway number one, which is your basic make money online. You get started, you start a side hustle, affiliate marketing, network marketing, digital marketing, online marketing, all of those things. A lot of them are kind of the same, similar. They all blend into each other at some point. But starting in pathway number one is now enabling me to go after passion number two, pathway number two, and create a passion project because I have the time and the freedom and the flexibility to really focus on those things. Now, let me just be real with you. You don't have to do number one in order to get to number two. You don't have to do that. You can 100% start in pathway number two, doing this for pure joy and passion. Okay. Doing something that you absolutely love. You can start this way. And a lot of people do, but a lot of people also start here because they just want to make more money. So let me ask you this. As you think about after watching this video and maybe coming at this from a slightly different angle, I want you to give some thought into which pathway best suits you. Put that in the comments right now and let me know your thoughts on that. And again, this wasn't your standard video where I just show you, go here, click here, do this, all that type of stuff. I'll actually leave you one of those videos at the end of this video. You can simply tap on that. You'll see the little end card pop up on the screen somewhere. You can simply tap on that and go watch my full 30-minute tutorial and see exactly what I do and how I do it, how I make my money, all of those things. It's all covered in my free 30-minute tutorial, again, at the end of this video. And by the way, if you made it here and you're watching this, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon so you get notified anytime I put out new content. You, my friend, will be the first to know. And lastly, I truly do appreciate you watching these videos. It really does help the channel and enables me to create more of this style of content. So, food for thought, my friends. Pathway one, get out there, go make some money, do whatever it takes, learn the skill sets, learn to do things that you've never done before, and go make it happen and make money. It's entirely possible. I've helped thousands of people do it over the years. Pathway number two, find something that you absolutely love to do, something that just brings you total joy, and go document your journey. Either one can create massive success for you. It all depends on you getting out there, taking that action, and just freaking doing it. That's it. Appreciate you. Thank you for watching, my friend. I'll see you on the next one.